Good morning, guys. Welcome to Bass and Bee TV. We're going to do something a little new today. We got a power hour coming at you. That's right. We're going to do an hour uncut, hopefully all topwater fishing. We're going to set a timer. Hopefully we can pick up 3 bass on topwater here on this river. Would love to get a 5 bass limit, but we're going to throw the buzz toad and we're going to throw the frog. And I wanted to go to another spot further upriver. We got a late start. So the sun, it's let's see what time it is. We'll do a time check real quick. 8:22. So the sun, you know, is going up. There's a nice main river spot here that's got a long enough run that we can fish for an hour on the trolling motor, and it's got shade and it's looking good. So we stopped here instead of running further back and wasting more daylight. So we're gonna get on it. We're gonna do an hour uncut, raw, unedited footage, so you guys get to see me get hung up. You get to see me make mistakes, maybe lose fish, and like I said, all topwater, baby. And if all else fails and we go and we don't get any topwater, we may, you know, do a hot route or something, you know, to another one. But I may pull out the we got the, what's it called, the devil horse rigged up, topwater as well. But I want to stay with the power fishing, you know, throwing the frog, throwing the buzz toad. This is a really good bank. It's got some grass up there. We do get up here to some deeper water, and if we make it up there within the hour to some deeper water, then I might switch to flipping the jig and the creature bait just to, you know, stay in that power hour and throw some hook sets out there. Hopefully, it's the end of the summer. The fish are kind of being a little weird. I don't want to finesse them, but we're going to see what happens. So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to get y'all rigged up on the chesty so you're more in the action and you can hear me talk, because if I'm up there, I don't have a mic yet. I need to get a mic, but you won't be able to hear me if I'm facing that way talking. My kids do it all the time, facing the other way, talking to me. I'm like, hey, you got to look at me and talk. Anyways, we're going to throw you guys on the chesty. We're going to get the stop, the timer on the cell phone ready to go. Lorelei, you ready? We're gonna get her a bowl of water out. We're gonna get the rod set up on the deck. We're gonna start right here on this point. Ready to go. We got the 2 rods we laid out that we wanna fish with. We're gonna start on this little point here and work our way around this whole shade line. Now I think it does get deep down there. If it gets deep, may pull out the devil horse. We're gonna try to stay on this topwater bite. If we have issues when it gets deep, let's go run through these real quick. Now, hopefully we don't have to use them, but we got a rage bug on a little free rig. We got a jig, creature bait, little Z crawl, or sorry, yeah, speed crawl. And then we got a big old monster 10.5-inch plum worm. So Texas rig. So if we get any issues, not catching them, we'll start flipping. Keep with the power aspect. We're gonna run the trolling motor, cover some ground, and flip if we have to. But what we got lined up right here is really the only buzz bait I throw is the green fish tackle buzz toad. So I just swapped the toad from white to black, however I'm feeling or the fish are feeling. And then we threw the Spro, I think a Spro Bronze Eye 65 on here. Caused some commotion. Hopefully we can power fish and do some damage with these. So we're gonna get the timer going. And we're gonna get to fishing, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all don't make fun of me. I'm gonna try to keep it entertaining. Now you can make fun of me if you want to. It won't hurt my feelings. But I got y'all on first person on the chesty, so you can be in the action. And we're gonna, let's see, let's get the timer going. Timer. Let's see, do we need to do, yeah. So a timer, we're gonna do a timer for an hour and 0 minutes. And we'll turn the ringer on, turn this up, and we're gonna go, baby. Love the buzz toad. I just need to keep it in my hand and cover water. So Lorelei's ready. She's got water. She's gonna hang out. We got the net ready, but hopefully we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're power fishing, we're flipping bass. We're not using a net unless it's, you know. I mean, I guess it would be cool if I did have to use a net, because that means it's like an 8-pounder or something. But anyways, we got water, we got rods. I think we're ready to go. If I have to get in there to grab the devil horse, I will. I'm not planning on really wanting to use it, and I don't want the treble hooks out here to get in my little toes. So hope y'all enjoy this. We're gonna have some fun, baby. We're gonna have some fun. It's a beautiful Friday. Somebody needs to move in that house. They've been building it forever, it seems like. Got some cool cannons out there. But anyways, if you know this river, you know this river. It's local to us. Beautiful, beautiful river. And let's get it going. I'm gonna start this timer. Hopefully we can stay in the shade, out of the heat, so the GoPro doesn't overheat or this phone doesn't overheat. I might do this every once in a while. That's just me making sure that y'all can see. I don't have any water. And well, let's see. It went to 10 minutes again. So 1 hour. Starting, baby. Let's go. Got an hour on the clock. Let's run this bank. I'm gonna try to be entertaining. I talk, I ramble. Be nice to get one first cat. No, that's bad luck. That is bad luck. Last time I came out fishing throwing the buzz toad, that looks so juicy right there. I caught a fish. You know, it seems like if I catch a fish the first 5 minutes, then I don't catch another one all day, and I hate that. I'd rather struggle and then catch one later, catch a bunch later. Let's see if I can get back there further. Oh my gosh, sometimes this thing will skip pretty good, sometimes it won't. That's all right. Like I said, you'll see. Hopefully this thing, if it does get disconnected because I'm running an external battery, we'll get you back reconnected. But we are fishing for the hour. Hopefully you don't run out of shade. That sun's coming up fast. Hopefully this isn't an hour of me casting, because we ain't doing that. We ain't posting that. We should be able to snag one on this buzz toad still. It's about getting right. Like, I love throwing the buzz toad, but it's when this fall weather hits and there's more bait fish running, I mean, I'll keep this buzz toad in my hand all day long. I love it. You get some big bites off of it too. It's one of them confidence baits for me. Never really like loved skirted buzz baits. Like, I was never really confident with them. See, you can see some grass under the water right here. It should be fish. Got this buzz toad. Like I said, it's a green fish tackle, and built a little confidence with it. We might have to throw the frog. Yeah, we're gonna switch around. We'll drop that right there. Throw the frog back here. These little pockets real quick. Well, that sun's in my eyes. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I had the black frog on, but I don't know. With all this sun, and I do better with white topwater on this river, it seems like. So we swapped up. We threw the white Spro on there. We are gonna do something real quick because it's gonna bug me. I'm not using these poles, but I'm fishing off this side. We're gonna swap them. You're okay, baby girl. You're okay. We're gonna swap them. There we go. We're gonna work smart, not hard. I'm not gonna keep turning around. Grab that. Hopefully we're not using these. Hopefully we're, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay, that's what's happening. Hopefully we're top water. Top water Tommy today, boy. All right, phone dinging. I don't know what that's about, but okay. All right, we up in the mix right here, baby. We are up in the mix. I don't know how deep it is up there. Still deep. Need to grab a frog bass, man. I haven't caught a lot of frog bass on this river this summer. Like I normally do. I normally catch a good amount, but I really haven't been throwing the frog out here. So can't really blame the fish or the frog. But I mean, that's money. That's money, baby. Big old 8-pounder will love to chomp on that. Anyways, oops. I'm just checking every once in a while to make sure we're still good. We're rolling, y'all can see. See. Okay. Water temp. Okay, I got it. And we got our first tangle because I'm in a hurry. All right, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, all right, get this buzz toad on them. Not a good cast. What are some of y'all's confidence baits, you know? I just love sometimes just putting the trolling motor on high. If you got a like power fishing confidence bait and just running with it. I don't know. Y'all list some of your confidence baits down in the comments. I'm sure a lot of us have the same ones. But man, I used to not be good with jigs. I did not like fishing jigs. I caught one jig fish and it was on. Started flipping jigs more. I used to get hung up with them a lot, and then I kind of learned how to fish them. Oh, there's fish up there. Kind of learned how to fish them. And so up here real quick, it's like 3 foot right there. There's grass, and then it drops off to 5 foot here at the edge of the grass. The edge of the grass is right here, so I'm probably too close, but anyways, but yeah, swim jig, like a jig, I used to get hung up a lot, and then you know I just started fishing it more, found the right jigs that I didn't get hung up as much, and started to catch fish on them, like fishing them, flipping them. Started swimming a jig in grass, catching them. Caught a lot of jigs in grass. There's been days where I've just put the trolling motor on high and skipped the jig under the bank, not even in grass, and just caught a mess of bass. It was a really fun day. So this buzz toad's definitely a confidence bait of mine. The swim jig. See, and then, you know, obviously if I just need some fish and nothing's working, I'm gonna break out the old spinning rod with the wacky worm. Man, you nick a stick and you're like, oh, I got a bite. This buzz toad, man. You just feel the slightest little something, poke it or grab it, and it's on. It feels like it's on. So hopefully we didn't make mistakes stopping here and not going back to where we wanted to, but I think this main river, as warm as this water is, this main river might be better right now. I don't know. The other spot we get back in there and there's no water moving, and then it's just no good. I mean, this is a really good buzzbait spot right here. It's a big flat with grass. I'm gonna back up some off this grass because we're on it. But look, so you can see it drops off. It drops off a lot. So these fish, see there's bait. There's bait right here on the edge, little bait balls, minnows and stuff. So bass are gonna be out there. If we can just get them to commit to the buzz toad. I think they might. I think they might. They should. One thing with throwing the buzzbait or buzz toad that's just helped me is like, be ready to reel. As soon as that thing hits the water, reel. Or reel before it hits the water. So you don't want it to sink. A lot of times you'll throw it up there and you're in the prime spot. You know, you're right where you want to be. So you want to be reeling so it's on top of the water doing its thing before it hits. You don't want it to sink and go in the water and just look like a spinner bait. Ooh, ooh. Something just hit it. Something just hit it. Oh, goodness. Yep. Had something strike at the legs of it. Ah, nabbit. Didn't commit. It did not commit. Hopefully the tide is not working against us, but I believe it is. These fish should still be wanting to eat though. I'll tell y'all a story about this bank right here. One time, my old boat, I had engine problems with a alarm. So I just put the trolling motor down. I'm like, well, I'm gonna troll real fast back to the boat ramp. Well, pulled out the old swim jig, because this has all got grass down it. And I just put trolling motor high, threw a swim jig all the way back to the boat ramp, tore them up. I mean, I caught more fish when I was, you know, broke down than when I wasn't broke down actually fishing. I was just trying to get into the boat ramp and wore them out down this bank on a swim jig. It was a really, it turned into a really good day. Uh-oh. Hopefully we don't have to go in and get unhung at all. Hopefully y'all don't have to see that. Because it's, see, I'm gonna jinx myself. It's not gonna be pretty. We gotta get some fish. We gotta get 3 fish at least. 3 fish in the boat in this hour. Maybe they want the frog. Thing about this spot, man, is you don't know, is one gonna hit it up there or is one gonna hit it way out here by the boat where this grass drops off. I'm trying to stay back away from it, but I really don't want to be like looking into the sun. Cool thing about this greenfish tackle buzz toad too is you can reel it slower. You can reel it slower than a lot of baits, and it'll stay on top of the water. It's a slower buzz bait for sure, but I like it. You can still reel it fast if you want to, and it does good. You reel it slow though, it just entices them bass just a little more. Come eat me. I mean, they should be chasing bait. They should be chasing a buzz toad. Just the way it works. We'll go back to the frog here in a minute, though. We have to. Yeah, let's go back to the frog. we'll try the frog. We can get up back. We can get up here in these shade lines. Like I love, you know, Topwater. Everybody wants to fish it early in the morning, and I love that. But like with the sun coming up on us right now, it's not that bad because you know where the fish are going to be. You know, the rivers, you know, it puts that shade line up there, and you know, majority of your bass are going to be up in the shade, especially on this river. So I mean, you want to fish Topwater when it's, you know, a little overcast, you know, you would think, but like it's good too, like, you know, 10 o'clock, 11, you know, when you really wouldn't be fishing it, but you got these little, you know, shade banks. Man, that bronze eye skip's good. And yeah, it's easier to, you know, it's easier to know where the bass are at. This need want to come up and eat. But my sunglasses are fogging up from looking into the sun. All right, let me get a little sip of water. Guys, what time have we got? We got to get something going. All right, we got 44 minutes. Feels like it's already been forever because I'm not catching anything. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting too close. Let's back up. Oh my gosh, hey, I'm getting in a rush. Calm down, it's all good. Come and take it. Come and take it, big bass. Come and take it, big bass. This is the first time I've thrown like this bronze eye spro like this, and I like it. This thing skips. This thing skips really good. What's going on here? Full of water. Every once in a while, you gotta squeeze them frogs and get the water out. Oh no, y'all, check this out. This is just a little confidence thing I do. I didn't have my good marker, so this marker is actually wearing off. But I you know, permanent marker the line, you know, 1.5 feet, 2 foot up. It's just a confidence thing, you know. The black out the line. That's all. You can do it if you want to. That works good. What's going on with this thing? I guess it just likes to dive. But it skips good. Dang gum, son. Put this phone in the shade, or it will overheat. And we won't have a timer. You would think that'd be a bass right there. This all looks so good. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this river, but I do not liking it. Hopefully y'all can see and you're not blinded by the sun the whole time. We're gonna get up here a little closer with this buzz toad. Hopefully get y'all out of the sun. Come on. And all right. Surely they should be biting this buzz bait today. We made a mess of ourselves. There we go. Limbs like to reach out and grab it. See if we can't money shot it back there. Oh, baby. Oh, and something hit it. It was a little something. Little bass. See, sometimes, you know, it definitely wouldn't have been worth it, though. There was no reward there with that little one, but it would have got the skunk out of the boat. Yeah. Sometimes if you just put it back where people aren't going to throw a lot of the times, you can get a bite. So just the way it is, man. It's good to at least see something's interested in this buzz toad just then. I just wish it would have got it, but I don't think it was a trophy bass. By no means was it a trophy bass, but still would have been nice to get one in the boat. Kind of gave us a clue too of where they're at. I mean, at least one of them's up there. So maybe there's more. We'll figure it out. Oh. We'll figure it out. I love being able to skip a buzz toad. Oh no. I think my toad's messed up. Yeah. Put a buzz toad back up there. That's where that bass had grabbed them legs. Didn't even notice it. It's about time for a, not that. About time for a good bite. Got to run across the right one. I mean, that was a bass that hit it. It was just a small bass. Wetting a brim. Oh, we were talking about confidence baits too, man. I used to come out to this river and just throw a, I mean, it's just funny how your baits change on the same body of water that you're confident with. Like I used to come out and just throw black trick worm. And then on this river, that was at 10 salt. This river, I'd come out and throw a cotton candy weightless lizard was the thing to throw for me, you know, when the water wasn't dirty. And then I don't even throw that anymore. Like, I don't remember the last time I got some, but I mean, I can come out here. Uh-oh, we might have to go get, nope. I can come out here and throw like a Senko, like a wacky worm, and catch fish, but it's just not exciting, you know? It's not like setting a hook, jig fishing or something. And don't get me wrong, catching a fish is fun, but I'd much rather be like laying the lead to them than finessing them. So sometimes you gotta finesse them though. These fish in the summer, especially the late summer, this river gets kind of dumb because so many people fishing. And we got our first bass. He hit it twice and he came off. It was a little guy. I heard him hit it, look back, he hit it again. I hope y'all seen that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. We're gonna back up, see if they got some, if he's got some friends. But man, dude popped it, missed it, popped it again. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. So, well, that's one fish. It's a small fish, so I'm gonna call that a quick release because he was at the gunnel. But we need to get 3 that we can weigh and see. You know, that dude wanted it though. He definitely wanted it. I was talking, not looking. That's what always seems to happen too, man. I mean, y'all tell me if you think the same. Like, you can be fishing, concentrating on your bait so much, and the moment you turn away to look at your buddy or to talk, or you're just fishing and then not paying attention, boom, you get a bite. That seems to happen a lot. It's just weird. It happens when you don't expect it. But that little dude, he wanted it. I heard him pow, and then pow, I felt it the second time. Heard him the first time, felt it the second time. But we got one on the board. We had a little bite, little bass that missed it, and that bass that was just, it maybe was a pound, probably not even a pound. So I wasn't too worried about getting him in the boat. He wasn't not picture worthy. But we'll see if we can't. This looks so good right here. We'll see if we can't get one that is picture worthy. You know, this river, it has, for a river, I've seen some big bass caught on this river. I seen a high school kid in a high school tournament weigh in a 10-pound bass on this river, and he had a 5-pound to go with it, 5-pound booter, and the 5-pounder looked like a dwarf compared to the 10-pounder when he held him up from the picture. It was just unreal. I've seen a couple, I think one 8-pounder and then a couple 6- and 7-pounders caught on here. A 6-pounder is a really good bass for this river. My biggest bass is actually a 610, not 10 ounces, but 10 on the 100 scale. on this river. And I caught it actually where we were gonna go start today, but decided not to. But anyways, caught it. It was the first tournament that I fished with my bass club. So I won big bass, and at first they were like, oh, we don't need this guy fishing because he's gonna come in here and do this. But I didn't do good. I only had 2 other fish to go with it. I didn't fill my limit, and I got 3rd place. I had biggest bass and got 3rd place. So that tells you how bad I did. I just got into a lucky bite, and it was a fun bite. I flipped a sapphire blue zoom Z crawl, right up at the bank, and I think it was in March or April. And I thought right when I flipped it up there, I didn't feel anything, and I felt tension, but I thought it was a log. And I was like, well, if it's a log, I'm about to get hung up. I don't know if it's a fish. And I set the hook, and when I did, that fish came up and she started shaking her head, and I freaked out, man. I was so pumped when I caught that fish, and I was happy I set the hook, because it is what it is if you get hung up. But old Zoom Z crawl, man. You're always gonna remember that big bass. I actually caught a 5-pounder on this bank a little further up, fishing a ribbit frog like this, just on braid on a 5/0 hook, and we would just skip it up under the trees and let it kind of like slow flutter down and then reel it in. Like, we wouldn't fish it like a frog, we'd fish it kind of like a wacky worm, just let it fall. And there should be one up here. There should be one up here. I mean, there's a big old tree stump right out there too. I can see under the water. Water's clean. There's bait fish running. Oh, there should be bass. There should be a bass wanting to eat. I think we're going with the current though for some reason. Oh, wait a minute, no, that is the right way. I should have fished this bank the opposite way. I usually like fishing against the current. I just wasn't thinking this morning. And we've already started, so if I was fishing a tournament, I would turn around and fish the opposite way. Lorelai, you good? That's what she does. She has a lay at my feet. I love it. I love her. But the current's, it's not moving too strong. Probably should be moving a little bit more. I think the tides are changing right about now. Tide's gonna start coming in, which these rivers, the tide's gonna start. Yeah, it's low tide. So tide's gonna start coming in. So hopefully it turns the bite on, because these rivers do better when the tide's, wait a minute. Tide's going. Yeah, these rivers do better when the tide's going out. That's what I'm saying. So the tide's coming in now. It's going to be working against us. But this spot looks really good. There should definitely be bass here wanting to eat. And it's hard to pick the frog back up because I just had 2 bites on the buzz toad. But I might need to pick the frog back up and throw it. We'll make one more cast with the buzz toad over here. It looks so good. One more. Oh, dang. Never mind, we're gonna keep the buzz toad. He grabbed the legs too. Maybe I need to slow it down, or maybe I need to change to a black frog. I don't know. Maybe they're just missing it. Maybe I need a black frog. So they can see it better, get a little more contrast. I don't know. It's the second one that's missed the white frog. We're gonna stay with it. The white's kind of my confidence on this river. There's a lot of rivers that I fish. I use a black because the water's dirtier and stuff. I used to try to like swap. Oh, if it's sunny, I'm gonna use this color. If it's cloudy, I'm gonna use white. But I've kind of just got away from that. You know, I throw the white most of the time on this river. If it's like really dirty, I'll throw the black. All the other rivers I fish that are dirty, I throw the black. But can't believe that fish missed it. He only got the legs though, so he may bite again. Let's throw the frog up there. Excuse me, girl. See if it wants maybe to chomp on the frog. Let's back up a little bit. Yeah, see if it wants to chomp on the frog. We gotta get a fish in the boat. That's a good little spot. I'm trying to hang out here for a second and see if I can't long cast onto something. They may have seen me when I pulled up because the sun's shining right on my face. But we'll throw this one more time over here. Oh, look at there hanging. Look, that's how, oh, fell off. Sometimes when you get hung up in the trees, you drop it down. Have y'all ever done that? Comment below if you have. We throw it over a limb, hang it down in the water, but you still fish it. You sit there and bob it up and down and the fish comes up and eats it. I think I've done that twice. And it's really funny when it happens. And you gotta reel the fish over the limb. Let's back up some more. We gotta get some bass. We gotta get some bass in this boat. I don't want to leave y'all with just that, you know. I don't know what our time is, but we've probably been fishing 30 minutes now. Let me go back to the buzzer. I don't think the devil horse would do any better. Like, I'm not even getting blowups on the frog. I think they're just maybe chasing some bait, so they're wanting that moving bait right now. He'll bite it. He'll bite it again. Some grass on there. Something's not right with the buzz toad. I love making long casts with this buzz toad. Long casts. Maybe he won't bite it again. Maybe he won't. We got to at least try. We'll get flipped around here in a minute. Maybe we'll run into another one that wants a buzz toad. So good over here. Reeling it through this grass. I love fishing in the grass. I mean, I always grew up just throwing around laydowns and wood and stuff, but I've definitely started to favor fishing in the grass. I think I do it when fish are in the grass. Oh man, it's a great time. I do a lot better. You get to throw braid. You get the horse fish, especially with a swim jig, man. If I was swim jigging in here right now, it might be on. It would maybe be on. I might have to come back and try to swim jig through this. There's definitely fish here. Maybe turning around and swim jigging. That's power fishing for sure. But we're gonna stay on this top water. I wanted to do top water only. That's what we're gonna try to do. They're hitting it, just not committing. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. It's a good looking spot back there, man. Ought to be bass. Ought to be a bass wanting to eat. Get a bug in my eye. There we go. I'm gonna get 2 cameras just for this. I need to have 2 angles instead of just having y'all on the chesty the whole time. But I definitely need a mic so I can keep y'all back there so you can see more. I don't know, the chesty, I feel like you're in action. Y'all let me know below, like, do you prefer this view on the chesty, or do you prefer the back view where you're seeing the whole deck of the boat and everything that's going on up here from the console? I do want to get a YOLO Tech stick for the very back of the boat for that view. That's what I need for sure. But we're making do with what we got. Trying not to spend no more money right now. So it is what it is. Hitting these angles with this buzzbait when we can. Toss over there. Now that we can get back in this here, we'll hit this angle. And a buzzbait's all like, we're moving bait in general is all like, you could throw in the same hole, you know, like 10 times, and then you throw at the one angle that the bass wants to eat, and they eat. So try different angles. A lot of times when I'm throwing a buzzbait, if I know where the bass are at, like as far as how far off the bank or the water depth, I'll just throw out in front of the boat and fish like parallel to the bank instead of throwing at the bank. Seems to work pretty good. But man, this is raw fishing though. I mean, this river can be stingy sometimes, man. I've came out here way too many times and not caught a fish. So I'm thankful for, you know, the 3 bites. 3? Yeah, the 3 bites that we've had today. Nice little creek going back here. Oh Lord, I almost tripped me up, baby girl. I'm gonna throw back here. It's one of them spots where you're like, you think they would be one. You know, you just get that feeling like if I was a bass, this is where I would be. Nice little shallow pocket. You got current right here and a deep ledge to come out and chase bait fish. Be back in a little home right here. Hopefully we do well enough in this that I want to post it. I don't like posting stuff where we're not catching fish, but oh, I just threw through a big spider web. But that spider web's so big, oh my gosh, that's gross. I don't even want this bait back. My line didn't even break the spider web. The spider web was so big. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Sorry, boat. Sorry. Sorry, we don't play that. We do not play that. I ain't not scratching a new boat up. No, sir. We're gonna get out of here. No, sir. No, sir. All right. We ain't trying to get up in the woods. We'll catch a bass, but we ain't in the John boat today. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Whew. That is one good thing about braid. Make sure y'all are clean. All right. Let's get a bass. And if you can skip it too, you just lay it up there all nice and quiet like that. It doesn't make that big less chance of scaring a bass, you know. But it is hard to do that a lot of time, especially with a buzzbait. To skip. It takes a lot of practice. If you want to practice and learn to skip, I think the easiest thing, my kids can skip it, is just a wacky worm, you know. Just a weightless wacky worm. I started fishing the skipping the little ribbit frogs, like I said, weightless with a 5/0 hook. We'd skip it up underneath the trees, and we catch some good bass when they're on that bite on this river. I haven't done that too much. This fall is normally when I do that, so we may get on that here soon when this water starts cooling down. Man. About time for another bite, man. Let's spin this down some. Uh-oh. Passing up our good spot. All right, so we done got to the deep section. We're gonna keep throwing the buzz bait though. See if these fish wanna come up and eat it. Cause it went from being 7 foot where I'm at to 27 foot where I'm at. but dang, just had another nibble. Just had another bass come up and just chomp at the legs. And it may be, yeah, look, he turned it all sideways. It may be that I need to throw a black frog. I don't know. I hate changing anything like when the fish are coming up at it, wanting it. I don't know if I get another one, short strike it and miss it. Uh-oh. So y'all like that? We may be changing to a black frog just to give it a try. Oh, that's my buzzbait. See, this one thing though on these rivers I've been using this live scope for is just to see there's fish there. There's some fish swimming right there. I don't know what they are, but you can see how much it drops off. So it's a steep bank up there. So these fish here may want to come up for this buzzbait that are right up there on that. They're up close to the shallow. We'll see. Oh, I got the old limb brim. Don't get excited, Lorelei. It's just a limb brim. Just a limb brim. All right, let's get up here and get one of these fish. And we might need to just throw the frog up there. That may be what they want. I mean, there are fish up there. Fish right there. They're chasing bait. Throw the frog. Let's throw the frog up there. See if they'll come up and hit it. We may have to do a hot route, flip a bait up there, and see. Because there's fish, for sure. Don't know if they're bass. I haven't fished with live scope enough, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, to know if they're bass or not. Not even gonna say. I've thought a couple were bass and then throw a crankbait out and my crankbait's the same size. I'm like, oh, those are brim. All right, let's pull an audible, not a hot route. Sorry, an audible, and we'll throw the jig. We'll flip the jig out there and see. Desperate times call from desperate measures. We gotta get a fish in the boat. We'll see if I can catch one on the jig. You can see my jig fall. Watched it fall right past the fish. I don't know if one just got it. I shook it up and it looks like one. Nope. Might need a slower fall. In that case, we're gonna try this free rig here in a second. So I will not wacky worm today. Not in this video. And there might be crappie. They might be crappie stacked up there. That's what it looks like, because they're all grouped up. Looks like they're feeding towards the surface. But let's try this guy real quick. This free rig, and then we'll bounce. We'll keep on power fishing with the Buzzbait. See if we don't run into some. This is what I did not want to stop like this and fish, but there's kind of a good sized blob down there. And like I said, I don't know if it's a good bass or if it's a carp. Not a carp, sorry. A grinnell or a gar, but you got to stop and at least cast on it to learn. You got to catch them to learn. And so we're gonna try it real quick. How did I get tangled? What's going on? Having some issues, technical issues. All right. Like something is happening here. Oh, I don't have that much line on this thing. Well, daggum, I didn't know that. Now I wonder, my knot was hitting the eyes. All right, we're gonna press on with the Buzzbait. One more throw over here. And yep, my knot got stuck again. Not good. They put it where I wanted to put it. All right. We'll flip around, throw the buzz. We'll keep hauling butt. Let's see how much time we got left on our timer. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is not good, ladies and gentlemen. If I would have known, oh my gosh, let's go. That is not good. We only got a minute and a half left. Oh my gosh, would not have sat there and played with them fish. Pressure's on. Now, I only wanted to do this because it puts pressure on me, makes me fish, you know, kind of like I'm in a tournament. I need to start doing better in tournaments. But I did want to just stick to the buzz toad. I wanted to try to catch some on the buzz toad because normally I can catch a good amount. Oh my gosh! Another one missed it. Another one missed it on the buzz toad. Yeah, I think it's I really think it's a color issue. We might swap to the black and see. That was a good bass. That was a really good bass. I mean, this water is a little dirtier than normal. Maybe I should switch to the black. I do not know. And there's our time, ladies and gentlemen. That is our time. That is just unacceptable. That's unacceptable. But you know, that's fishing sometimes. You know, we got one fish to the boat, had one little bite, and we missed. That was a good bite, and we missed another good bite. And that is time, ladies and gentlemen. The hour is up on our topwater only power fishing. Now, we did just throw the buzz toad. I didn't have any blow-ups or swirls on the frog. I didn't throw it a lot. I need to start making myself throw it more. I'm not really too confident in it unless I'm fishing like mats. But I need to throw it more. I just really love throwing the buzzbait and moving fast. So that's fishing. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna put a black frog on here real quick, and I'm gonna let you guys hang out with me. We're going to see, hold on 1 second, Lorelei. We're gonna see if I can get another bite on, we're gonna see if I can get another bite on the buzz toad with a black frog. I'm gonna give it like 5 or 10 minutes. Well, okay. And see if we actually get a bass to commit. Because I think it's a color issue. I really do. A lot of times when they're short striking it, or missing it, or grabbing the legs, it's because they can't see the outline, you know. They're just kind of striking at the bubbles. And if you change to a black, or, you know, vice versa, sometimes it just, there's a little more contrast. So a day like today, I don't know. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, yeah. A day like today, where it's like sunny, the watercolor, they just might be wanting a black frog for, I don't know. Just might be easier to see the contrasts and set their sights on. I'm hoping that I put this on straight. I don't feel like I did. I'm at a weird angle. Let me fix myself. I gotta give myself more slack. I'm getting all tangled up here. These are the things, man, live fishing. Like, I definitely could not be on the Bassmasters being on live camera, because you would see a world of mess most of the time. So let's get this on there straight, because your buzz, if you throw a buzz toad, that is one of the most important things, is to get, and I usually come out like at the back of the O and then feed this bad boy. And you want it on straight. If you don't get it on straight, your buzz bait will not track straight. So we're gonna, for time's sake, we're gonna run with that. Let me try to motor back over here real quick. And I know time is up, and, you know, I apologize that this video, we did not get a fish in the boat. We had one at the gunnel, you know, kind of shook off, or, you know, I should have boat flipped it, but he got off at the gunnel. We had 2 big blow-ups, but we had good conversation. We're outdoors, you know. I mean, if you guys are subscribed to the channel, I know some of these videos aren't, like, some of them probably aren't the best fish, you know, it's not the best fish catches or whatever, but it's just about being out here. Like, if you go fishing and you're not, I still like to share them with you guys, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind people seeing it. Like, look, like, I can come out here and fish for an hour and not put a fish in the boat. I don't see how this black frog is gonna be any better, because I can't see it, but maybe the bass can, maybe something with the shade or the sunlight, I don't know. But we're gonna try it real quick. Y'all hang out with us. Like I said, we're gonna give it like a couple more minutes, see if we can get a blow up, and then we're gonna end the challenge. This is just how it is, you know. Some days on these rivers, man, they can be tough. You come out, if you're local and you come out and fish and you don't get a bite, like, it is all good. It's happened to me way more than I care to admit. I mean, look, I just posted a video for you guys to see of fishing another river where we tried to make a big run to cleaner water, wasted a whole bunch of time, tried to come back when it was too late to save our tournament, and I freaking zeroed the tournament, made my kid zero. I know he had a good time boat riding and still going, but I like, for at least the kid, I would rather him catch fish than me. I wanted him to be able to weigh a fish in. But another thing on these buzz toads, man, or buzz baits in general, I normally always throw a gold blade on these rivers. That is, like this tannic water, always throwing a gold blade. If I went to like a lake and the water was like really clean, I would throw a silver one. But I don't know, play around with your stuff, you know, change things. Like, this is why I want to do this. You seen we had like what, 4 bites that really didn't commit. You know, the one I lost at the boat, I probably lost him because he was barely hooked. You know, this is an older buzz toad setup, so maybe the hook's not as sharp as it once was, but it's a it does matter, man. Like, sometimes you can switch colors and then the bass just turn on. Or, you know, you can reel faster, you can reel slower. They've seemed to eat this buzz bait when I'm really not paying attention at my reel speed, so I'm probably reeling it faster than I normally do, and that's how they want it today. You know, when you're paying attention, I try to reel this thing slow, but sometimes they want it faster. I'm not feeling this black frog, but like, for you guys, I wanted to try it, see if we get a bite. That was a good skip. I'm telling you, see if we get a good bite. You know, if we catch one on a black one, then hey, I should have been using black the whole time. But yeah, definitely, if you got the, I would put in the time to learn to skip, because I mean, just skipping unlocks a whole new area of bass for you that a lot of people don't get to. Like, you got to throw back there where nobody's throwing. And to get to the fish, you know, they may not have seen baits back there, and they're like, what is this? I'm gonna eat it. You know, I feel like I should have just had a couple bites there. I don't know why. I don't think that it's, you know, like, it's not that we're not good at fishing. I think that it's just the fish haven't been good at biting my buzz toad today, is all it is. They've missed it like at least 3 solid times, and that's on the fish. That ain't on us. You know, we're doing our part. We're putting it out there, presenting it to them, running it past them. They need to eat it better. Well, almost just fell in. So, uh-oh, might have a limb brim there. Get off there. All right. Oh, where'd you come from? We're gonna throw in this little lay down right here. All this junk. Should be a bass in here. You would think there'd be a bass in here. Pine straw. Oh my gosh, I said we weren't getting that back. I mean, this looks good. This looks really good, but might not look as good to a bass. Might look good to, oh my gosh. Did y'all see that? I got y'all angled up still. That's my bad. Hopefully y'all just seen that big swirl. Something swirled on this thing. I still had y'all angled up from when I was doing put my new toad on. Hopefully y'all seen that. I don't know what that was. If that was a bass, I stopped for a second to see if he would chase it. Might have been just a gar. May have been a gar. But this is probably a good crappie spot right here when the current's not. I mean, there's all kinds of laydowns here. It's 31 foot. This is probably a really good crappie spot. Bunch of trees down there. All right, I'm gonna get out of this. And guys, like, I almost don't want to post this video, but I think I will, because, you know, just doing this and talking like what we've talked about, like, there might be some tips in there for somebody that'll help them catch fish, even though I actually didn't get none in the boat today. Like, there's a lot of good useful information in here, and we did get 4 bites. Just wish we could have got them in the boat, man. We had the one at the gunnel that was, you know, it was like a little 1-pounder probably, but there's still some good instruction in here, you know. some stuff that I learned along the way that definitely helped me, probably help you. Like this bank right here, like I'm not gonna throw straight at this bank, you know, it's 20 foot deep out here. I'm gonna run along this wood line here because there's really no holes to get in. So I'm gonna run it as close as I can. If I come to a hole, you know, we can pitch back in there. But a lot of times, man, I'll get a bite like right between this stick here. A lot of times you reel it between like an object, something in the water that's sticking out, that's kind of like out there by itself, you know. A lot of times you'll get a big blow up on that. I get a big bite. What's it called? Isolated cover, ladies and gentlemen. Isolated cover is what you want to look for. Oh my gosh, that stuck in there good. I'm surprised we got that out. Isolated cover, so like stumps sticking out, trees sticking up, you know, you want to run that buzz bait right next to that stuff. I want to do, I guess my line's messed up because that ain't buzzing. It's a spinner bait. I want to do, yep, I want to do more challenge videos. I want to challenge myself, challenge you guys. I want to challenge myself to do different challenge videos. You know, we're going to compare some baits, see which ones do better here. And we're going to do some different things other than, hey, you know, we're on our local river, we're fishing again, so hopefully we catch some. I kind of want to get away from that. I want to do some more, hey, we're going to throw this today and we're going to go see where we can catch them at, like swim jig. Hey, obviously, you know, we're probably going to go find some grass if there is grass. Now it's getting towards the end of the summer, so we probably won't be able to do that until maybe next spring. But I think you could probably throw a swim jig year round here in Florida and be good. I honestly do. But I don't know, maybe I was thinking about doing like a whopper plopper versus spinner or a buzz bait, because I throw a buzz bait a lot. I don't really throw a whopper plopper other than like in the winter when the water is colder, because you can pause it. And maybe we should do that and see. Golly, man, see if which one does better, you know, depending on the time of the year in our water. So I've only got one swirl on this, so I don't know, like I need confirmation, like I need a bite. It's deep right here, it's 20 foot deep. There's fish. I need a bite that says, hey, yeah, your white frog was the problem, but I haven't got that. So I don't know, but I think, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it quits there. The challenge for me today was a fail. So our 1 hour power hour was a fail on my part. We'll say it was a fail on the fish's part, because they did not do their job and bite. They didn't bite our lure. They just nipped at it. But anyways, we're gonna keep fishing today. I got some other stuff that I want to try, some other spots, and I actually might circle around and fish this against the current with some flipping baits and some other stuff. So if you would like to see that, stay tuned for that video coming up. We're gonna have this video out first, obviously, because it's the easiest one to edit. It's raw, uncut. There's really no editing. You just post it. So let's let me flip this off. And so guys, once again, man, I'm sorry that let me pull my battery pack out. It sucks that we didn't get any in the boat, but this is raw, this is uncut. I didn't get hung up. I'm glad I didn't have to go in and retrieve a lure with you guys. So we got an A+ there. But Lorelei's, you know, she's not impressed. She's like, Daddy, catch a bass. And so anyways, we're at 1 hour and 18 minutes on this video. I tried to get one in the boat on a spinnerbait, or sorry, on a buzz toad for y'all, or on Topwater. Nothing on the frog. We stopped and flipped for like 5 minutes. We didn't get any just because I seen some fish on the live scope. But I don't know what it is. We're gonna run this bank. I'm gonna do some other stuff for another video. And y'all let me know if you like the challenge videos. I have seen some other people do them and I thought they were cool when I was wanting to do one. So like I have some other ideas for challenge videos. I have some ideas for like these hour-long raw and uncut videos, like just different types of fishing that we can do. Just, you know, different challenge videos and whatnot. So anyways, if you did make it this far, you are the real MVP and I appreciate you. If you got anything from this video, let me know in the comments, because I ramble a lot and talk, and honestly I'm here to like help anybody catch more fish. So that's what I want to do. So just put it in the comments if you took anything great from, like, good from this video that may help you. Like the video, and if you aren't subscribed to the channel, you know, we're still growing. We're trying to grow. Just trying to get more involved with our audience. So commenting on the videos helps us out tremendously. I always comment back. I appreciate y'all's feedback and hearing from y'all. So anyways, we're gonna get out of here. The next power hour raw uncut video will be better. I'm gonna have better planning. We're gonna go to a better fishery, or make sure the fish are at least biting, and that we can get them in the boat. So anyways, God bless each and every one of y'all. Get outdoors and do something today. You know, it's very easy to just sit and watch other people enjoy doing this stuff on YouTube or whatever, but get out and do it yourself. You know, venture out, get in the outdoors. You know, God made men in the woods, and then they were put in the garden. So get out in the woods, explore, do stuff, fish, hunt, whatever. It will make you feel great inside. So anyways, God bless y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace.